What's going on, everyone? So today we're going to do something a little bit different. This is going to be called your weekly auction flips. And when you're done watching this video, if you like this content, you'd like to see more of it, give the video a thumbs up. And if not, give the video a thumbs down, and perhaps we'll try it one or two more times. And if more people dislike it than like it, we won't do it anymore. This idea was brought to me from Nick over at AutoAuctions.io. I use AutoAuctions.io on every car I bid on now. It allows me to see the history of how many times it's run through auction, when it's run through auction, what it sold for, or what bids were declined by the seller, whether it's a third party such as an insurance company or whatever. Very useful information. They even have a VIN check over there. Excellent website. I appreciate those guys, and I definitely appreciate the work they put in to setting up this document full of vehicles that I can bring to you guys as new content on this channel. So let's jump into it. So to start off, we've got a 2014 Ferrari 458 Spider. This started its life in the auction as a water flood biohazard chemical enhanced, right? That's a mouthful. Basically, this car had a lot of problems. So if we scroll down here and click on the very first listing, you'll see it sold for $88,500. We can scroll through the original auction photos from that time. And quite honestly, that's a pretty impressive auction. I like the way that looks. You can scroll through all of these, see what it looked like. Honestly, didn't look too bad to me from the pictures. You can see it's got some cracks in the front splitter. I don't know what exactly that is there, but overall, not a bad looking car. Now, we can scroll down. You can see this was a Texas salvage title flood damage vehicle. You can see that it sold from an insurance company December 6, 2017 in, the location was Crashed Toys in Dallas, Texas. So originally, this thing sold for $88,500. Now let's look at the latest listing. So we go over here and we click on the latest listing, and you can see the cleaned up version of this vehicle. Looks spectacular, although in my opinion it looked pretty dang good to begin with. It sold January 15th, 2018 in Los Angeles, California. So this thing flew its way halfway across the country or traveled on a trailer or whatever. It ended up selling for $129,000. How about that? Somebody managed to make $40,000 off of this car. Now, of course, that doesn't include the repair costs, which I'm sure were, quite a bit for a car like this. But here you go, 5,121 miles, estimated retail value $288,000, automatic and manual. This thing is insane. Now let's move on and look at a Mercedes. All right, so here we're going to be looking at a 2014 Freightliner Sprinter 3. Now, I know the name may confuse some of you, Freightliner and Mercedes, but the Sprinter is made by Mercedes, so I'm guessing that Mercedes owns the Freightliner fleet. I don't know. Someone will obviously correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So let's take a look. It originally sold as parts. You can see right here, parts, for $21,600. So let's click on it and have a look at what it looked like. This thing had some significant damage. I mean, it was in bad shape, guys. This thing was in real bad shape. Look at that hit. That was a nasty, nasty hit. So it sold for $21,600, and this was August 10th, 2017 from Louisville, Kentucky. And over here you can see, I want to show you something real quick. Over here next to the VIN number, you can actually click it to copy it to the clipboard if you wanted to run a Carfax or an auto check. You can click search VIN on vehiclehistory.com. You can actually click this, and it will take you to show you. Granted, I would prefer a Carfax or an auto check over this. I prefer Carfax over everything. That's just my personal preference. But here you go. You can get a not a Carfax, you can get a vehicle history report through this place, which I think is pretty awesome. So you can see the estimated repair cost was $56,000. This is a 6-cylinder diesel. Bad shape. Now let's take a look at what it sold for the last time. So let's take a look at what it looks like fixed up. Obviously, this top listing shows that it is salvage. Auction was 5 months ago in Lexington, West Kentucky. So it remained in Kentucky, and somebody did some serious work to it. Have a look at these repaired pictures. Looks immaculate. Whoever did the work did a hell of a job, at least from the photos. Obviously, I would want to have a much closer look at this thing in person, but now it's a run and drive engine start, has keys, and they sold it again after doing the repairs right back through the auction for $58,000. So this was a $36,000 profit Obviously, again, it's worth pointing out that is before the cost of repairs, which we don't know. And you can look here. This is something I really like about autoauctions.io. You can see over here the previous winning bids. And you can see that March 21st of 18, the seller declined $50,000. April 11th, they declined $52,000. And April 18th, they declined $49,000 before eventually selling it for 58 grand. Now, seeing the history, and there's even more, you can click show full history here. It's really important to me to see the numbers that the sellers have declined before, and this is one of the main reasons I use this site, to get an idea of what the seller's reserve might be or what it's going to take to win a vehicle, if it's even worth my time to bid on it. I think this site is really awesome, and I think the idea for this content is pretty cool for the channel. So comment below. Tell me what you think. Are you interested in seeing more of these on this channel? If so, comment and leave a thumbs up. Or if you think this is boring and it's not something you'd want to see again, be sure to comment that below and leave a thumbs down. I'm going to leave you guys at these 2 vehicles for today, and we'll see what happens next week. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Comment below, and I will catch you hopefully tomorrow with a car or 2 from auction. Stay safe out there.